Red Faces at Christmas. Mr. and Mrs. MacDonald lived in a small town in Scotland with their 3 sons. One morning in November, they got a letter from Mrs. MacDonald's brother, Tom King, and his wife Susan in London. Mrs. MacDonald read it to her husband. "Please come and have Christmas with us in our new house. It's very big, so you can all stay here. Come on December the 24th. We're going out that evening and we'll be home late, after midnight, but you'll find the key for the front door in a small box behind the tree on the right of the garage door. We'll see you then." "That's nice," Mr. MacDonald said. "It'll be interesting to see their new house." The 3 boys were excited because they liked London. On December the 24th, the MacDonald family drove down to London. They arrived there late that evening and found the right street and the new house. There were no lights in the street, so it was very dark. Mr. MacDonald parked the car in front of number 22, and they all got out. "Right," he said. "First, let's find the key." Mrs. MacDonald said to the boys, "Go and look for the key in the box behind the tree. It's on the right of the garage door." The boys came back after 2 or 3 minutes. "We can't find the key. We looked carefully, but it isn't there," the oldest boy said. "What do we do now?" Mrs. MacDonald asked. "There are no lights in the house." "Remember Tom's letter. They'll be home very late this evening, after midnight," Mr. MacDonald said. "Perhaps the front door is open. Let's see." They were lucky. The front door was open. They went in and turned on the lights. They went through to the kitchen. Everything was new. Mrs. MacDonald made some tea, and they sat in the front room and drank it. Mr. MacDonald looked at some photographs on the desk. He turned to his wife and said, "I don't know any of the people in these photos. Do you?" Mrs. MacDonald looked at them and answered, "No, it's not my brother and his family. Perhaps they're photos of their friends." They finished their tea and went up to the bedrooms. They were tired after the long drive from Scotland, so they all slept well. The next day was Christmas, and the MacDonald family came down for breakfast. They went into the kitchen and saw a man and a woman there, but they didn't know them. "Who are you?" asked Mr. MacDonald. "Philip and Rosemary Brown. This is our house. Who are you?" "Oh, no, this isn't Tom King's house," Mrs. MacDonald said. "I'm Janet MacDonald, Tom's sister. He asked us to stay for Christmas. We arrived late last night and couldn't find the key, but the door was open, so we walked in." Mr. and Mrs. Brown laughed. "This is number 22. Tom lives at number 20. These houses are all new, and they're all the same." With red faces, the MacDonald family went next door to number 20. "Happy Christmas," Mr. Brown said, "and come back and see us sometime."